What's up, everybody? It's Roya. I'm back for another video. As you guys can see by the title, this video is going to be a fragrance haul. But first, I want to give just a quick bit of an update as to why I guess my videos just kind of stopped abruptly. And then it's been, I said, about 2 months since I posted my last video. Pretty much I had a death in the family. My aunt passed on January 2nd, and we had to do a lot to kind of deal with that process. So because of that, like, I was off of work for almost like 10 days, and then just getting back in the swing of things with work and all of the new processing with work and things like that. And it was just a lot for me to get back on track, and I didn't feel like pushing myself to put out videos that just weren't authentic, in my opinion. So I took the necessary time that I needed to take off. If you know me in my personal life, then you know that my aunt was like very important to me and a huge part of my life. So when that happened so abruptly, it was just like an emotional transition and just like a mental transition, and trying to get back in the groove of work and just kind of get back into my norm, which I have done. So I thought bringing a fragrance video would be the best way to kind of jump back in the swing of things. As far as all of the content that I was supposed to bring, I'm still going to bring that. But again, I just needed some time to kind of sit down, focus my mind, get back to my regularly scheduled program, and then see where that took me. So now that things are like back on track and I'm feeling a lot better, like on an emotional level, I feel like, you know, jumping in front of the camera is something that I can do on a more consistent basis now. Like I said, to know me is to know that my aunt was super close to me. My aunt raised me. I've lived with her all of my life. Her and my mother, of course, but my mom and her were sisters, you know, and they were best friends, and they were just really, really close. And so to literally be heading to work on January 2nd to hear that she had gone into cardiac arrest and have to pop a wheelie in the middle of the street and get to the hospital and just deal with all of the emotional things was just a lot for me. So I do apologize about the hiatus. That's why, like I said, the vlogs just stopped. Like everything just came to a halting stop because there was a lot going on. But I'm going to jump into the fragrances that I have picked up here recently. These are pretty much all of the fragrances that I got for Christmas. I didn't get the opportunity to do a haul about that, so I thought I would share with you guys. And then also in the comments, if you guys could leave any suggestions that you have for spring and summer fragrances. You guys know spring is amongst us. There's a fragrance or two that's on my radar, but I'm not sure how I'm feeling. But without any further ado, we're gonna jump right into the fragrances that I have to talk about today. All right, so the first thing that I want to talk about is amazing. This is the Chanel Venice. I want to say these are Eau de Toilettes, but this is part of the trio of fragrances that came out exclusive to Nordstrom. I want to say last September. I found out about this from our sales associate at the Nordstrom in Perimeter Mall. Her name is Deidre. I want to say she is the counter manager there. The next time I go, I will ask her. But she suggested this to me and my mom back in October or November. I can't remember the specific month. But see, she suggested this and the Duville. There's a Biarritz, I believe, as well. I did not care for that one at all. Like, nothing about that fragrance does anything for me. But the Venice is amazing. This is what the packaging looks like. I love this one because you also get a 4.2 fluid ounce versus like your traditional, I think it's like 3.4. So this is slightly bigger. The cap is very, very firm on this. So it kind of sticks. There you go. It kind of sticks as you pull it up. It's not magnetic, but the packaging is just sleek and gorgeous and beautiful. So I loved that about it. But let's just jump into the smell. I'm going to try to leave like a scent description in the bottom bar for you guys. But this smells like sandalwood times 10. The dry down is heavy on the sandalwood. It's got a musk in there. I don't want to call it vanilla because it's not. But out of all three of the scents, this is the most sensual of the scents, and this is like the warmest of the scents. I would not wear this in the spring and summer whatsoever, so I'm actually kind of upset that I'm gonna have to retire this pretty soon. But as you can see, I got this for Christmas, and I haven't used it looks like I haven't used a lot, but in my opinion, I feel like I've worn it a lot, because at one point I was wearing this for a week straight. But I think what assists in that is the spray on this. So I'm going to show you guys. See that? Like, it's just, I already have on fragrance, but I don't care, whatever. This is just the most heavenly fall scent. It's light, it's airy, but it's really, really warm, if that makes any sense. I am going to retire this to my stash for the spring and summer, but I do plan on either buying the body lotion or the shower gel. I'm still kind of on the fence on which one I want, but I definitely want a component to this. I feel like this deserves a component. I feel like it definitely would layer well. So Chanel PARIS-VENISE, beautiful scent. All right, and my mom got me that. I actually got the same thing for her because, like I said, we both fell in love with it when we saw it that day in Nordstrom. The second fragrance I got, Clarence got me this. This is the Carolina Herrera Good Girl Legere, I believe. I'm trying to find the name. Yes, Eau de Parfum Legere. This is the biggest bottle that it comes in. This is a 2.7. I love this fragrance. So if you've smelled the original Good Girl, then you know that that one is like heavy and musky and strong and very, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, that Chanel smells so good. Not unique, in my personal opinion. It smells like Fancy from Jessica Simpson, in my personal opinion. But the Legere version of Carolina Herrera's Good Girl is where it's at. This is such a like transitional scent. In my personal opinion, you could wear this in the spring and summer very easily because it has like a very floral undertone to it. Again, any notes I can find, I will leave them in the bottom bar because I'm not really good with that. I just like what I like. But this smells amazing. And I got a couple of other things to go with this. This is actually what I wore today. I had brunch and did a little shopping with a friend of mine. So I did like kind of go out for the day. And I wore this. This is beautiful. It has a heavy musky scent. But that is like counteracted with this beautiful floral, like I don't know how to explain it. Like you spray it on, you get musk, and then it's like a floral, if that makes any sense. This is really nice. I got this for Christmas from Clarence. So it came like in a set. And to my knowledge, he was able to kind of like pick all of the components to the set. So he did also get me the Good Girl by Carolina Herrera, the body lotion. And this is what it looks like. I have not used this one specifically. Oh, but it smells amazing. It has this little embossed top on the top. And it is a glass jar. I want to say this is either $58 or $85. I feel like the ones I get from Chanel are $85 and this one's $58. But I would have to double check. But I'm going to try to leave it in the bottom bar for you guys as well. I haven't used it from this jar, but also in that packaging or in that like gift set was a tube of the body cream. And whoops, it's a little dusty. It was a tube of the body cream. And this is a 3.4 fluid ounce. So, and let's see. Okay, so, and the jar of this is a 6.8. So pretty much a half a jar I got in a tube. And I've been carrying this around and keeping it like in my handbag. And I've used it a few times like all over the body. This is so good. So I was geeked because I had been looking at that before and just hadn't pulled the plug. So I was super excited to get it for Christmas. The body cream goes well with this fragrance as well. So although this is the original Good Girl fragrance, mixing the two, you cannot go wrong. Like, this is one of those come hither, follow me around type scents. Like, it's heavily musky, but like then you've got that floral scent, and then it's sweet. So I love this. And on my hands, I'm gonna use a little bit. It's been good. So I've kind of been carrying this around in my purse. And for it to be like a high-end luxurious body cream, it's heavily moisturizing. Very similar to the Chanel ones and the Dior one. That's why I tend to purchase them. Sometimes with the body lotions, they're not as thick and creamy, which I have found. But these, if you look, they're body creams. I don't know if you can see that. They're body creams, not body lotions. So the scent sticks around and it hydrates your skin. So if you're looking to invest in any high-end luxury body products, I definitely suggest going to the body cream version. I do have a couple of Chanel body lotions that work really well for me, like the Coco Mademoiselle, but that works more so for the purposes of layering, not necessarily for it to be like the most hydrating thing in the world, which is why I tend to use that more in like hotter weather. The last thing that was inside of that was just the Good Girl Rollerball. This is the original Good Girl, and this is the Rollerball version. I was excited about this too, because again, I love the original, but there's something about that Legere and that floral note in it that just amazing. But to travel with, to kind of refresh that fragrance if you wear it out, having this in a Rollerball is always really nice as well. So I was excited to get that. And it is like a true Rollerball. And I'm just going to put on a little. I'm going to be smelling like everything. Ooh, love it. And see, that's the difference. Like, the original is just so heavy on the musk and fruit and like sweetness. Sweet. It's super, super sweet. Like, a guy would follow you around because it's so sweet. Not cupcakey sweet. It's definitely like a more mature sweet. It's not like Aquilina Pink Sugar sweet or anything like that. Think more C, Giorgio Armani, gourmandish like that, but good. So I really, really like this as well, but I'm glad that he went for the bigger version in the Legere and the Rollerball and the original, just for like, you know, I guess refreshing purposes more so than like to wear full on as far as the original fragrance goes. So I was excited about that. So that is everything in regards to this fragrance haul. I do have a couple more videos coming up. This video will probably go up on Monday. And then I'm going to go back to just doing my regular schedule where I upload it on Mondays and Fridays. That just works best for me. So, as always, if you're an oldie but goodie, thank you so much for coming back and joining me. And if you're new, don't forget to hit the subscription button on your way out. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!